This is Erica. Hey, I just wanted to jump in today and share with you my inner child work. Sophia referenced it today, which I'm glad she did. And she called me out, which I'm glad she did. Before I get started, though, I'd like to send a shout out to Sun Sign Tarot Messages with Nadia. Nadia has begun to read, and she's doing readings right now. So if you'd like to get a reading from Nadia, please go over to her page and book a reading with her. Also, there's Jupiter 1111, and she gives you a daily DMDF or Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine update. So, and she also does readings as well. So, if I were you, I would go and check her channel out. And then, if you want some more insight into the twin flame journey, I would check out Jenna from Journal of a Twin Flame. And last but not least, please, 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 before you even begin this journey, I would actually set up a reading with Sophia from the Twin Flames Community and Tarot readings. Uh, she has been instrumental in my journey. She will give you insight into whether or not you're a twin flame, where you are in the journey, where your twin flame is in the journey, and what you need to do to heal. There are many other people that I'd like to share with you. If you would go into my featured channels on my YouTube site, which is the eSpot, you will be able to delve in and really check out some phenomenal people helping um, many, many people in the twin flame community. So, to just share with you the inner work that I'm doing, as I said before, that this journey has not been easy. It's been difficult on so many levels, but also it's been very fun and eye-opening on other levels. I explained to you that I do energy work, which is Reiki, and I'm also delving into other energy modalities because I see their benefit. So about the 27th of April, I went to a holistic fair up in northern Colorado. I live in Colorado. It's north side of Denver that this fair was being held, and I met a lady who does aura readings, which I had never heard of, truly. I mean, in the sense I've never known anybody that actually does them. Not only does she do aura readings, she paints the picture of what she sees happening in your that space in your aura when uh, she's doing the paintings. So I was like, oh, this is exciting. I want to check this out. So I sat down with her and we're looking face to face, and she's got her little canvas and she's ready to draw. And she says, before I get started, she says, I need to connect with you. And I was like, okay. So we were face to face, and then all of a sudden I felt something like this. And I looked at her and I was like, are you over here? She was like, yeah. I'm like, wow, I feel you. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, you're over here. She's like, yeah. I was like, this is incredible. What? And she goes, Erica, she said, your mother was very dominant, wasn't she? I was like, yeah. She said, I can tell. She said, your right brain is on fire. She said, your left brain, your father was not so, he was submissive. I was like, yeah, he was. She said, what I could tell by the energy that's barely emanating from your left side. And she was like, you need to get centered. I was like, okay. So she showed me this exercise to do, and like, I felt like all of a sudden it was like there was a focus, like right here. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, wow, I feel that. And she's like, yeah, I see it. And she's drawing this little photo of me. And I'm like, whoa, you see that? She was like, yeah. And so I'm like, okay, I'm new to this whole spiritual journey. So, like I said, I came from a very strict Christian background. So, in this journey, in the spiritual realm, and these amazing people that I'm encountering, to encounter something so amazing that I actually resonate, I can actually feel. It's like it's amazing to me. So I'm sitting there, and she's drawing my photo, and I'm smiling the whole time because I'm like, this is just incredible. So she says, okay, you have your heart chakra is blocked. I was like, oh yeah? I'm like, that's all the stuff I've been doing. She's like, yeah, your heart chakra is blocked. And she said, I need you to drop down into that space. And before you drop down into the space, I want you to say to yourself, you want to live in a state of grace. I said, okay. I mean, it could be, you I've done a lot of work to get to where I am. It could be bad. Man, when I dropped into that heart, I went from smiling to crying. I never could have imagined that I was feeling what I was feeling in that space. So she told me to imagine, light coming through my crown. And she says, I want you to picture a triangle and I want you to force that light into your heart chakra. Now I'm not really good at meditating and things like that. So, but for some reason, when I'm with her, she was able to direct me and I was able to visualize exactly what she told me. And when I forced that energy down into my heart, I felt this like mini explosion and went. And she's like, oh, I see it. I was like, you see that? She's like, yeah. And she starts drawing. And I was like, oh my God, this is bananas. I said, okay. I don't know what you do, but I want to learn how to do it. So I set up a time to learn and train with her to do it. So this is on the 27th. So I think it was 2 days later, I get my image reading back from Sophia. And Sophia, among a lot of things that she told me, and she was on point, man. I can't even deny it. She told me that my masculine and feminine energies weren't balanced, which she confirmed what the lady said. She said my heart, I need to work on my heart chakra, which the lady also said, which she confirmed. She told me, and Sophia told me I need to do some inner child work, which I knew she was talking about, but I had not done the steps that she had told us to do. It's like instinctively I knew that going into that space was not something I was prepared to do at that time. So I saw my twin Thursday, and just seeing him is like, I don't know, like Christmas. Anytime I'm around or in his space, and I was like, man, I really, I really I want us to be in union. I do. And then later on that evening, I think it was Thursday, I can't remember the exact day, but I happened to go on to YouTube and I saw that Sophia had done a video and she was talking about us not doing the work, and she was absolutely right. So I decided I was going to venture over to the inner child work and I was going to do this video. Now, after that breakthrough I had with this lady and the at the fair, I thought, it won't be so bad. Man, there's a point in the there's a point in the video where she's asking, "How do you feel? Do you feel sad? Do you feel?" And immediately I'm like, I'm in pain. I'm in pain. Not just, oh, it hurts. I mean like a soul pain, a soul agony. That's the best way I can describe it. I was in agony, and I didn't want to stay there. And she was like, your body is going to want you to itch or move. She said, I need you to stay in the space because your body's trying to distract you from the pain, which it absolutely did. I did not want to be in that space. I didn't. And thank God I held on for as long as I could. And next thing I know, she said, okay, I want you to take a deep breath to end the session. I was like, oh my God. When I got out of that session, I was like, I hope that worked because I don't want to go back in there. That was ridiculous. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I had never experienced anything like that. I take that back. I did experience something like that. I did with a gentleman who was doing some energy work for me. And he was telling me I had stored trauma in my body. And I do. So, just experiencing that, I literally just like, no, I don't want to experience that anymore. So Sophia does another video, and again, she's talking about not doing the work. And I commented on her video, and I was like, I was not prepared for the level of pain that I experienced. I wasn't prepared for it at all. Before I could even get even into the heart space, I was already in trauma. So when I saw her video, she's absolutely right. I want to be in union. But it was so painful that I asked myself, is he worth it? Is my twin worth this agony that I experienced? And then my second thought was, am I worth it? Am I worth dealing with this pain to be free? To which unequivocally I stated, I'm worth it. It's not, at this point, it's not about him, it's about me. Although I want him, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, I have to live with me. And I want to be whole. I want to be all right. I want to be at peace. So the other day before I decided to go back and do this inner child work again with this video, because she tells you need to do it daily because your child needs to be, she needs to be comforted daily. Just off the top of my head, I said, how many layers of events have happened in my life? What has happened? She was, because one of the questions she asked is, name a place of that something happened that was traumatic to you. I wrote down without even thinking 18 significant events in my life from the age of 3 to the age of 15 that happened to me. There were 18 individual distinct events that happened to me that shaped me. 18. My first memory was the age of 3. I remember my dad, my mom, they used to go at it constantly. My mother was an alpha female in all ways, and my dad was very passive. She would scream and scream and scream and scream and scream. This is when I'm 3. I remember the day my dad left, and when he closed the door, it was like a slam. I'm 3, and I said to myself, maybe now she'll be quiet. Maybe now. She didn't. I became the target, whereas before it was my father. That's the first traumatic memory that I remember. And my memories go back to physical abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse. I mean, you name it. And this is not it's not easy. So I wrote those out, and I went in for a second time into this inner child meditation. I don't even have to tell you what it felt like. But this time I made a concerted effort to comfort me as an inner child. I didn't even know what to say to her. What do you say to someone? What do you say to yourself? So I did the best I could. I did, but I was so happy that was over. I couldn't. I was like, but I want to be free. I want to be free. I want to be whole. And I want my twin flame union. I want to be with my person. So this time I was like, let me try this meditation. This group meditation that's a part of the whole Steps to Union. It was for activation of your Kundalini, which I think I've experienced. I would not think I have experienced already, but it was activation of your Kundalini and something called your Shakipat. How do you say that? And it was one that Sophia had attached with from a Luna Ash. So something told me to do this meditation, and I'm glad I did. Oh my God, I did. So I do this meditation, and I listen to what she says. And a part of the meditation, well, there was a girl on there, and Aluna said, "You need to." She said, this particular individual said that they were setting their intention for this meditation. Let me read it. To clear broken heart, to clear broken hearts, sadness, and sorrow. And she said, using auto suggestions, removing energy, direct and command the body to release the energy, which is a part of the energy work that I've been doing anyway. But it's like when you're in pain, you're overwhelmed. So to hear her say that, I was like, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll set my intention to clear my sorrow and my broken heart and my feelings of abandonment and my abuse. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna set that intention. And then when I directed that energy toward my heart, wow, it was like boom, 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 boom. You were part of the meditation was to pull the Kundalini energy up from this area in the root chakra all the way up to the heart, and it was like a constant flow of the snake motion up, the Kundalini energy just coming up from the root up to the heart. I was like, whoa, that was amazing. All right, I said, all right, going back to inner child work. Jump back in. I think it's on the inner child work on the video that Sophia provides. I think it's around 6 minutes and 50 seconds into the video. It gets into the whole, how do you feel? Now, before the other two times I had done it, I felt afraid. I was scared. I was dreading it. I was anxious. You name it, I was. But this third time, I was hopeful. And then when I dropped into my space, although it hurt, it wasn't like it was before. And this memory came up. And I don't know, and to be completely honest with you, it was like a movie that I was watching. It was like I was watching it happen. And I tried to connect with it, and I'm like, I don't even know how to connect with this. I'm watching it. The other two times I wasn't watching, I was in it. I was actually feeling it. I was experiencing it as a child. But this time I was watching it. And I'm like, wow, how do I do this? And you ask yourself, your inner child's a part of, well, some of the things you could do is ask your inner child, what do they need? And I asked, and I was given the answer. And I was like, wow. And then she asked you, as a part of the meditation, did you confront the person? And I was like, I was a little girl. How could I confront them? No, I didn't. And then I thought, should I confront them now? We were all kids at that time, so what should I do? My heart tells me no. It's gone. It's done. We're all adults now, and this individual has grown into an amazing person. Is helpful, loving, kind, and in my heart of hearts, at this iteration, should I bring it up? I don't think so. And I found peace with that. I actually found peace with that. So, as a part of the image reading, she said that I need to balance out my masculine and feminine energy, that I needed to do shadow work in my childhood, but she's absolutely telling the truth. So this is me, and my heart chakra. So this is me trying to navigate this whole thing, because I'm telling you, it's not easy, but it's so worth it. And my breakthrough finally came this morning. That was this morning that I experienced the breakthrough after having doing the meditation with the Kundalini, the group meditation, and the word that I can't pronounce. But I am hopeful. I'm happy. I'm not saying there won't be any bumps along the way, but it is what it is. And hey, I'm up for the challenge. Um, Later on, I'll be able to share more with you about the energy work that I have learned and that I'm doing and that I'm learning. And it's been instrumental in me getting here because I tell you, the way I was going before all of this, they could have medicated me or put me in a mental institution. I don't know, but I was losing my ever loving mind. But thank you for taking this time to listen to my story, and I hope to share more of my challenges and my journey. And please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Maybe this will be a blessing to other people because you never know who this may help. But I just want to thank you for your time, and I want to thank you for your consideration, and have a good night.